Where's the shooter? Where's the shooter?
No one knows. Here in Minneapolis, school children scramble for safety during the latest mass shooting in America.
This time, it happened at a church where Catholic school students were celebrating Mass.
The sheer cruelty and cowardice of firing into a church full of children is absolutely incomprehensible.
From CBS News headquarters in New York, this is the CBS Evening News.
Good evening, I'm John Dickerson. We begin tonight in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the site of the 8th school shooting this year in the United States where someone was injured or killed. Maurice DuBois is there.
John, this was both a church shooting and a school shooting involving dozens of Catholic school students celebrating the first Mass of the new school year. The FBI is investigating the attack as an act of domestic terrorism and a hate crime targeting Catholics. 2 children, 8 and 10 years old, are dead tonight. 17 people were wounded, most of them students, all expected to survive, however, thankfully. Officials say the shooter died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. It happened this morning on the south end of Minneapolis at Annunciation Catholic Church, which is on the same grounds as Annunciation Catholic School, just a few steps away. And we caution you here, some of the images from the scene are hard to watch. This video was recorded inside the church just moments after the shooting stopped.
Where's the shooter? Where's the shooter?
No one knows. A parent offered the video to CBS News. The shooter opened fire during morning Mass. The students and faculty sought safety in the school's gymnasium and comfort in prayer. Some of the children were injured, others in shock. Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara.
This worship service was marking the first week of school for children that are attending the Annunciation Catholic School. During the Mass, a gunman approached on the outside on the side of the building and began firing a rifle through the church windows towards the children sitting in the pews at the Mass.
Where are they?
Shooting through the windows, he struck children and worshipers that were inside the building.
The ages of the injured range from 6 to 15, as well as parishioners in their 80s. 2 students, ages 8 and 10, were killed.
The shooter was armed with a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. This was a deliberate act of violence against innocent children and other people worshiping. The sheer cruelty and cowardice of firing into a church full of children is absolutely incomprehensible.
5th grader Weston Halsney was seated near the stained glass windows when shots were fired.
The first one, I was like, what is that? I thought it was just something. Then when I heard it again, I just ran under the pew. And then I covered my head. My friend Victor, saved me, though, because he laid on top of me, but he got hit.
Your friend laid on top of you?
Yeah, and he got hit.
Heavily armed police and first responders arrived at the scene within minutes, rushing the injured to hospitals. Jacob Fry is the Minneapolis mayor.
These were Minneapolis families. These were American families. And the amount of pain that they are suffering right now is extraordinary. And don't just say this is about thoughts and prayers right now. These kids were literally praying. It was the first week of school. They were in a church.
Police identified the shooter as 23-year-old Robin Westman, who was found dead from a self-inflicted wound. The suspect's mother once worked at the school. Police searched the shooter's home and tell CBS News the suspect had hand-drawn pictures of the church's layout and an ammunition clip with the words written, "Where is your God?" Classes had just begun on Monday. Nearly 400 students from preschool to 8th grade attend the Annunciation School, where, like so many Catholic schools across the country, children were dressed in uniform. Parents who had just dropped off their kids rushed back, enduring agonizing waits to be reunited with their loved ones. Zuhair Safi's granddaughter was injured in the shooting.
It should not be this way. People should not have guns.
The school's principal, Maurice DuBois, demanded change.
There's nothing about today that can fill us with hope. We, as a community, have a responsibility to make sure that no child, no parent, no teacher ever has to experience what we've experienced today, ever again.
And you can feel the anger and frustration here in the community. We have an update now on Victor, the little boy who was shot while protecting his friend that you heard from in the church. Victor was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay, thankfully. We turn now to investigative reporter Jonah Kaplan of our CBS Minnesota station, WCCO. And Jonah, you live here, you know the city well, you've been speaking with members of the church community. What have you learned?
Well, this is an area south of Minneapolis. We're the city of lakes, and this kind of basks in that beauty. In this area, there are blue-collar families, a lot of middle-class families. The key word there, families. And I spoke with one father, Anders Holin. He had two daughters, 4th grade and 1st grade, in that church. He described to us the moments where he tried looking for them.
I pulled into the parking lot, the shots were still going off. I saw a dad who works at the school, and I said, "Is the school locked down?" And he said, "There's a shooting at the church." And he said, "And all the kids are in there." And I just felt like I was going to throw up. It was just chaos. Then just started helping kids out. Saw a lot of injured kids. It was tough. And I just, selfishly was just like, where are my girls? Where is June and Olive? That's all I could think about. And I couldn't find them. And it was awful.
What's bedtime going to be like tonight? What's breakfast going to be like tomorrow morning?
Yeah, I called a friend who's a psychiatrist, and I said, "What do we do today?" And he said, "Just make a safe place for your emotions today." And so I had to take, a step upstairs and just let it out. And then I just want to show that my girls can be feeling whatever they feel.
Anders also said that he wants America to feel rage with him, but to turn that rage into productive action.
Jonah, what about keeping the kids calm? How did they do that? What do we know about that?
Yeah, there are nearly 400 kids in there. I spoke with a pastor. He said he tried to keep them calm in song. And this was one that even I recognize because I sing to my own kids. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I want to be a living sanctuary for you.
Meaningful words tonight. Jonah Kaplan, thank you so much. Ash-har Quraishi joins us now from Hennepin County Medical Center here in central Minneapolis, where most of the wounded were taken. Ash-har, what can you tell us?
Well, Maurice, in total, 19 victims in this shooting. Most of them were sitting in the pews praying when the gunfire erupted. We do know, and it bears repeating, that 2 of the children, ages 8 and 10, were killed on the scene. Now, earlier today, we heard from the chair of emergency medicine here, who talked about the toll that these types of mass shootings take on healthcare workers.
That does take a toll. But we also have to recognize that we are here as a critical resource for our community, and we have to take time to process, the care that we deliver in these situations, and we have to be able to move forward because we are obviously needed.
And just an update on the conditions of some of the other victims in this shooting. We know at least 6 children and 1 adult were brought here to Hennepin in critical condition. Another 3 victims were brought here and treated for non-life-threatening injuries, and at least 4 of the wounded were taken to neighboring Children's Minnesota Hospital and have been discharged this evening. Maurice?
Okay, Ash-har Quraishi, thank you. Our Scott MacFarlane has been speaking with his federal law enforcement contacts, and he joins us now from Washington. Scott, what can you tell us about the investigation in its early hours here?
As is frequently the case in mass shootings in America, police say the shooter, Robin Westman, obtained the guns legally and recently. 3 firearms, all of which were fired, according to police. The 23-year-old Westman, who has no criminal record, was a student at Annunciation School. Westman's mother, as you heard, had been an employee of the school until 2021. Several years ago, Westman sought a legal change of name from Robert Westman to Robin Westman. The FBI is going through YouTube video believed to have been posted by Westman, which could speak to the motive for this attack. Investigators are looking for other potential writings, too, and executing search warrants at the homes of the shooter and the homes of the shooter's parents. Police have described an elaborate plan by Westman to make the attack today, including the use of 2x4 wooden beams to block and barricade a church door. Westman died by suicide in the back of the church, according to the police, and the police chief in Minneapolis twice today referred to Westman as a coward.